Hello folks, look at the garden. As you can see, it has rained last evening. A good rain has actually made the ground wet beyond just the top. Just finished with the corn, planting the corn, some of it. But you can see things are greening up, and you still see the strawberries blooming there in that row. We'll go down and look at the garden without going in it. It's just too smeary. But we are so thankful for this rain. It was much needed. Seeds have been in the ground for a while and haven't come up. The corn I planted down below 2 weeks ago because it's just too dry. Okay, we'll go look at things down in the garden. Okay, we're in the garden here. There's some onions that have come up from on their own. You can see the strawberries are blooming, and there are, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there are, I think it's berries on the plants. We've been eating strawberries out of the greenhouse now for a little bit. See if I can get that there. You might be able to see some bees on that. That is a, well, it slips my mind right now. Well, it'll come to me when I don't need to remember. But the bees love purple flowers. It seems to draw them. And I try to get as many flowers of that color, the African blue basil. I believe part of it's fragrance, but I think the big part is also the color of the flower. And the grapes are coming out real nicely. You can see I did some grafting in the past week. Okay, we'll go look at the other side. Here we have a row of peas coming up nicely. I need to get the trellis in as soon as possible. Hazelnuts, another row of peas, different variety. This row of peas has trellis, and they are up pretty good, climbing. I'm starting to climb the trellis. Of course, you can see in here we have turnips, and that's what you see the flowers on. And these flowers are, I'm just going to let them go. They go to seed to make a pod like a radish. The onions, didn't plant as many this year as I do other years. Oh, the water has made a big difference on the cabbages and the plants, brassicas. But the thing I think that likes it probably about the most is the red beets or the potatoes. I'm not sure. Potatoes have really, yesterday you could barely see them popped up out of the ground, and they're pushed up. I guess all they were needing is a little more water. And then we have Andung's row of shallots. Okay, we're inside the greenhouse, and you can see I took the radishes out of the bed. The peppers have been replanted. We got some cuttings here on the bed of stevia, blue basil, and we have tomato plants. Now the interesting thing, you buy the plants at the store and they're in those little cubicles, and that's okay for starting, but shortly after they get going, you need to really get them into pots. And it's amazing what happens, because when they have room to grow, whether it's peppers or tomatoes or whatever, it's amazing. Now look at those tomatoes came out of the small pots the same time these that are in the bed, and look at the size of the ones that are in the bed. Same tomatoes, four in a group, and one was taken out and put into the bed, and those are the same tomatoes. But look at the difference because of soil. And if they were in those little cubicles and the roots get bound, and the logic behind that is to give you as little as possible for as much as possible. Yeah, they look nice because they're feeding them all that nutrient. Up on the top there in the back, tomatoes, huge in buckets. Those are you know, not as big as the ones in the garden here, in the bed, but as you can see, they are, the amount of soil makes a big difference in what you're going to get. They're blooming, they're setting fruit. We have some peppers over here. Oops, I'm sorry, get him in focus first. I don't know if you can see on him or not, but there are some, I have peppers. It gets a little less green, I'm sorry, a little less green, we will be eating them before they go out. I was hoping to put them out this weekend, but it's not going to happen. The rest of the plants, eggplants, pepper plants, sweet potato plants, you know, I don't know what else. African blue basil, been doing cuttings on that. Well, and of course a kiwi plant. It's a variety that is not, it's bisexual. It'll pollinate itself. And next year I hope to do some cuttings on that if it will do well here. Okay, I guess that's a roundup for the garden. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. And may the Lord bless.